Okay, Alpha now. What's the next quest you got for me? We have been blessed with a rare opportunity. Ella, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Ser Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their commander wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the woman beyond the legend. I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Kothras. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents. It would doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, should remind you that no good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen and the thrust of a sword. Okay, let's talk to Minfilia and ask her to let us go, I guess. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means, I think it is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity as of late. If Alpha now believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent, I take it Bella has explained the situation. She has, yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? With that I knew, the question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is genuinely known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of the Albathian spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Almigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tear Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Kotnau, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I've tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I've explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot help to preserve our freedom. One by one our nations will fall, as well as once fell Almigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than lowly messengers we have been fobbled off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you must be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let's depart for Camp Dragonhead, Bella. Our old friend, Lord Harshafont, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful in our cause. Yes, sir. Just doing my job. The Camp Dragonhead. Archiphon. Sir. Ah, Bella, ever as a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch a cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in the cold climes. Ah, good master off now. Your honor as always. Likewise, Lord Harshafant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Forteps and may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence of heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Emmerich arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the Inquisitory in Tertiary. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the Tertiary forthwith. Let's do it. Let's go meet Sir Emmerich. I have been expecting you, madame. Pray take you ease inside and I shall summon the others.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Of course, because I'm basically a god.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
I know, right? It's that cool.
Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
True.
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry.
Okay, brings up a good point.
Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations.
Makes
Even
sense.
were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
They already did, though. They kidnapped and were torturing one of our people.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Brings up a very good point. Wasting our time.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
Fuck.
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers.
But if it's their supplies, what does it matter?
I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Ah, okay. He's just saying, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. Okay, I got you.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
So everyone, his other leaders want the supplies to stop, saying, hey, don't help them. It's not our job. But he's like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. It's fine. Okay, I got you.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
What do you need?
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
Oh, Midgard-Zomer.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
I see.
Do you accept these terms?
I mean, they're reasonable terms.
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, can you just keep an eye out for this for us, and then we'll continue sending you supplies.
I
Makes
regret
sense.
that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
Emmeric's a cool guy.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked.
Of course it has.
It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Of course. Of fucking course. We're taking the leggings. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think that the gods were compromising against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Haurchefant and find out what he has learned. There we go. Okay. Lord Haurchefant, my sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized, and as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly. As Lord Haurchefant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Bella. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea! Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. Okay. Let's go investigate. Or is it? Oh my god, it's all the way down there. That's a mountain. Bum bum ba da da. There we go. Foretold Knights. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for. Eh? Lord Haurchefant bid you speak with us. Then you must be. Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared along with the wagons on their own hidden away off. Ah, but pray no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care of the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. To the observatorium. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Where are you? There you are. You've come asking me about the attack, haven't you? Well, we came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes, pilgrims. We marked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. A young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he have let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. Didn't know what had happened until I saw the snow turn red. Then there was a red everywhere. I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were up unloading their wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they'd have killed me. So I just lay there, still, and listened. I saw its people spoke of the deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Oh, Shiva. Oh, Shiva. The one primary summoning that we're missing. Oh, Shiva. Okay, let's go tell off now that we got another primal on our hands. Got another primal on our hands. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for this? Seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphanal? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Hashafont, what is the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. You not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Harshafont, you would agree to dissertation is of paramount concern. Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alf now. Lions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threats. Our support is given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn to its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. We want the pants. We want the pants. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. It was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Memphilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Bella, pray join me in White Broom Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. I hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. The White Brim front. Let's go fight us a Shiva. Oh, goodness gracious. In here. Down, down, down. Vermont, we're back. I brought a horse this time. Vermont. No, Vermont. Signs of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for the Ice Heart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your time could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Vermont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them in Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. There are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interests to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wage all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Vermont has one in mind. Oh no, what do we got? These guys are in Ishgardian armor. Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak and it shall be done. But we want... Are these still worse? I'm assuming they're still worse. Yeah, still worse. So we're gonna go for the legging, the feet of the Reaper. Seems though we are always one step behind. Our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Gillium. We have not. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question as to what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we have conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions. We identified only one possible heretic. Man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause. He will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. And upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. Man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspects know nothing which could endanger our plans. And down we go. You. We're waiting. Keeping an eye on these boys. The suspect heretic leaves through the southwest gate. The one thing he should not have done was leave. If he was smart, he wouldn't have left so quickly. Let's watch him. Suspect follows the road east. What are you doing, guy? Now he's running, he's booking it. Heretic heads south. Damn. I don't trust this. Hey, hey! Where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks out here. Aha! Evil! I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall? Why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duties to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear us in Whiteburn front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are... in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? We already knew that. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Dead before you know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Evil! Evil! Drillmont, we have a suspect at hand. Drillmont. Sir, we have found the man, and he is definitely evil. He talks to people in caves. That's a clear sign of evil person. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. What would that... you could have heard the words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans. that they be rooted out and put to the sword. We want Shez. First blood. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you've overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. Contingent of House Duradair knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or our readiness, I cannot say for sure what will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. For a rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs, if Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plan comes to fruition. Show them no mercy, Bella. The lives of our allies are at stake. Let's go kill some boys. Griffin, away. To the south. Get a move on. Oh, great. Everyone's dead. Kill all these guys. Evil boys, you'll taste my steel. I didn't mean to actually use that attack, dang. What do you got on you? Oh, we're gonna bring whatever it is back to Drummond. Looks like papers, probably like orders or something like that. Adrielmont, we got some problems. Everyone's dead. My knights sent no word of your coming, Bella. What has happened? What is that in your hand? By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. Now they've lied dead in the snow. Their bodies must be covered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to the Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. Parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. But that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. Houster and Dare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the stone vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes.